A pleasure to meet all at last, and once again, it's time for HJN Season 5. What do I have in mind? Well, for number 2684, we'll have the quite honorable time to talk a bit about obstacles. Now, this one's going to be a bit simple to explain just as well, so I won't have to go into all that much detail on stuff. Obstacles are various physical components that often interfere with one's major goal. More specifically, they can relate to anything that appears on the road, for instance. Traffic cones, oil drums, puddles, gateways, manholes, anything of the sort. Live animals or carcasses. Yeah. I gagged a little bit from that idea. But obstacles don't always come as a physical forum. They also can be a mental or emotional blockage that sometimes does allow for the slowing and or complete stopping of various tasks from being performed. Sometimes it has something to do with one's emotional status or one's feeling of how life is treating them at the moment. Obstacles are more or less a more meta variation of life itself. They don't always come by as a physical component, but they can come in different forms just as well. Some might even think of spirituality having to have obstacles in the way at some point in time. And for that reason, they would actually be right. But the bottom line is that obstacles in our daily lives are always something to be on the lookout for. And when it comes to the operation of our daily tasks, anything that happens to have anything that might cause a problem in our lives is often addressed as an obstacle. Something that might get in the way, something that might interfere with our daily goals, and something that might not benefit us in any conceivable way. So all in all, I really don't have much more to say about it. Yeah. Like I said, it's a good, simple subject that I've had the pleasure of talking about for a few minutes every single time. But like most subjects, I happen to talk about various things sometimes for longer periods of time, like beyond 3 minutes. One thing's for sure though, I'll have lots more subjects to talk about, and once I get into the more trendy sides of 2025 that I feel like should be talked about in the HJN, maybe I'll have some advertising campaigns to put up. As a matter of fact, for tomorrow's subject, you'd be surprised at what I'll finally be talking about. Something so trendy, it deserves its own advertising. So, stick around for that, and I'll see you guys then on HJN.